Hey all, welcome back to Maverick Record and this is Anant here. In today's video, we will be learning one of the basic concept of grammar called articles, and I'm sure it will help you solve a lot of questions in the PTE exam. If you need paid assistance, make sure to contact us on the WhatsApp number or on the email ID mentioned right below or in the description of this video. Now let's go ahead and understand articles. Until now in the grammar series video, we had learnt about sentences. Using this concept, you can get high amount of marks in these three PTE questions, starting with summarize written text, essay writing, and summarize spoken text. Here, it will help you score high amount of marks, especially in these three questions. I will be putting the link of this video in the description. Additionally, it is part of your grammar series playlist. Make sure to watch the entire playlist. The next concept that we covered was parts of speech. This concept will help you gain high amount of marks in drag and drop fill in the blanks and drop down fill in the blanks. Make sure to watch this video as well. In the previous video, we learnt about active voice and passive voice, and we also saw in detail how it impacts summarize written text, essay, and summarize spoken text with reading fill in the blanks, which is part of your drag and drop fill in the blanks and drop down fill in the blanks. Using this concept, I'm sure you can achieve a lot of marks in your PTE exam. Let's understand the concept called articles. The definition is articles are words that are associated with a noun that is specific or unspecific. And there are three different types of articles, but they are categorized into two types. Definite article is the, and indefinite articles are a and an. So there are three articles, the, a, and an. Use the definite article for specific or particular nouns and use indefinite articles for non-specific or generic nouns. If I have to take an example, the lion, it refers to a specific lion, whereas a lion refers to any lion. Now let's see more details about indefinite articles. Use a before nouns with consonant sounds, whereas use an before nouns with vowel sounds. For example, an apple, apple. So it is starting with A, E, I, O, U words. So those words are vowel sounding words. You have to use an only for those words. So this is how you would have to identify the definite article the and the indefinite articles a or an. Use the definite article for both singular and plural nouns, whereas you cannot use a or an for plural nouns. You can use it only for singular nouns. For example, the lion, the lions. You can use the for singular and plural nouns, whereas you can use a lion. You cannot use a lions or an lions. It cannot be that way. So this is how you would have to use it in singular or plural nouns in the sentence. Use definite article the for countable nouns and uncountable nouns. For example, the lion, the lions, they are still countable, whereas uncountable nouns can be the water, the rice, the sugar. They are all uncountable nouns. But when it comes to indefinite article, use it only for countable noun. A lion, they are all countable. It cannot be a water, and water, all of those things. It has to be only for countable nouns. Let's look at an example for each of the article. I want to watch the movie. Here, it should be a specific or a particular movie, the movie. Next is, I want to watch a movie. It could be any movie that I want to watch. For an, I want to watch an entertaining movie. Over here, entertaining becomes like a vowel sounding word. That is why we are using the article an entertaining movie. Entertaining is an adjective, movie is a noun over here. So this is how you would have to use the, a, or an in a sentence. Let's look at some more examples for the articles. Let's start with a definite article. The sun, the moon. Okay. Why we are referring to the sun or the moon? Because you can see only one sun and one moon in particular. So that is why you are using the article the over here. Next is the Pacific Ocean. You are referring to a particular ocean with a name. So that is why you are calling it the Pacific Ocean. The desert. Similarly, the desert or the deserts. You are referring to a particular desert or you are referring to multiple deserts. On the other hand, over here, the dogs, the cats, they are all in plural. The people. Here, people is plural. So that is why you are associating with the article the over here. Let's move on to the indefinite article examples for a. A book, a unit, a union, a uniform, a $1 note. They can be any book, any unit, any uniform. For example, why you cannot use an unit and union? Reason being, unit sounds more like a consonant sound. It cannot sound like a vowel because unit, Y-O-U, you would pronounce it as a unit. Okay. Similarly, union and uniform. For a $1 note, $1 note, you would pronounce it something like this in a consonant way of pronunciation. A $1 note. So this is why you cannot use an $1 note, which is a completely wrong usage over here. Now let's move on to the last indefinite article. An apple, an honest person, an umbrella, an eye, an old person. If you see how I pronounce these words, it sounded like vowel sounding words. An apple, A, okay, an honest person, O, honest person. You wouldn't say honest person. You would pronounce it as honest person because H is silent over here. Next is an umbrella. Even though the word is you wouldn't say umbrella. You would say umbrella, right? And I, A. Okay, an old person, O. So that is why you would be using an over here, even though they are unspecific nouns. It could be any apple or any honest person or any umbrella. But the word should be vowel sounding words. Until now, you had understood the usage of the articles the, a, an. Now let's understand where and why you shouldn't be using articles for. For example, do not use articles while referring to a proper noun, name of a place, country, street, people, seasons, months, and so on. For example, Paris is beautiful. You cannot say the Paris is beautiful. Ozzy is my friend. I love to eat ice cream in summer. Here we cannot use any article. It cannot be I love to eat ice cream in the summer. Grammatically, it will be an incorrect sentence. Next is articles are not used for languages, subjects, or even sports. I studied Sanskrit in school. I play volleyball. I play football. I play the basketball will be completely incorrect. It will be only I play basketball. Next, do not use articles for common nouns, especially when you are constructing a sentence, something like this. We can print many pamphlets. Over here, you cannot use articles, but while you are constructing the sentence of the other way, the pamphlets were printed correctly. This is the correct way of usage of the article the over here. The pamphlets were printed correctly. You are talking about certain set of pamphlets. So that is why you can use the article over here. Until now, we had understood where and how you should be using articles and where you should not be using articles. Now let's see how articles will help you in the PTE exam. To begin with, in summarize written text, it will help you to construct a grammatically correct sentence as well as in essay 2. Here you will be writing multiple sentences. They all have to be grammatically correct. So the usage of correct articles will give you more marks. Next is summarize spoken text. Here also you will be writing multiple sentences. In the same way of essay and summarize written text, they will also give you more marks. But when it comes to listening fill in the blanks, it will be easy to identify what kind of a blank it is. Meaning, if the blank is a noun, the article will give you the clue as to what the word would be. Next, when it comes to reading fill in the blanks, let it be drag and drop fill in the blanks or drop down fill in the blanks. Always remember the articles before the blank is the clue over there. So this is how you will be utilizing articles in your PTE exam to gain more marks. Alright people, we have come to the end of this video. In case of any doubts or any queries, make sure to contact us on the WhatsApp number or on the email ID mentioned right below. Make sure to subscribe to Maverick Record for more such engaging videos. On this note, this is Anand signing off for today. Thank you so much folks.